The ABCs of horror.
Welcome to the HellBound Horror Show. Cat of Nine Tails. I'm going to guess that a large portion of you that hear that phrase think of the colonial torture device. When I hear Nine Tails, I think of the Pokemon. So let's dive in and see how naive I actually am. And of course, we're going to use our good friend, the Necronomicon, as always. So let's get started. Dario Argento's Cat of Nine Tails. We're looking at a Dario Argento film tonight. I have seen just about every positively reviewed Argento film starting after Deep Red, but I somehow missed out on his first three films: Bird with the Crystal Plumage, Cat of Nine Tails, and Four Flies on Grey Velvet. They are often referred to as Argento's Animal Trilogy. I was super excited to finally dive into this non-sequential trilogy, and I started with Cat of Nine Tails. Yes, it is a giallo film with many tropes from the genre, such as it being a murder mystery, as well as the POV shots from the killer. But it wasn't as violent as I was expecting from Argento. Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of dark things here, and there's some seriously messed up implications, but it's just not close to what you would expect from the director. In fact, it seems a little lighter at times, and there are some pretty darn funny moments here. All in all, it's a really enjoyable film. What makes this film so enjoyable then? Well, the leads in the film are fantastic. You see, The Cat of Nine Tails is about a blind man and his adopted daughter who overhears something that they should not have overheard. The blind man was once a news reporter before he had the accident that left him unable to see. He's got a nose for a good story. He teams up with a young news reporter, and they work together to try to solve this tangled mess of a mystery. They narrow down the suspects to 9 individuals, all possibly dangerous, like a cat of 9 tails. Will the two be caught in the claws of the beast, or will they whip it into shape and solve the mystery? The connection between the blind man and the news reporter feels natural, and I just love the dynamic. They play off of each other so well. And honestly, I think I would watch a buddy cop drama about these two. And I hate buddy cop dramas. This is one of the most solvable giallo films that I have ever seen. Normally giallo films try to throw an extreme curveball, sort of like how they do in Scooby-Doo. But Cat of Nine Tails seems somewhat logical. Maybe some could view it as predictable, but I thought it was a nice change of pace for the genre. Even though Argento was finding his voice in this film, it was his second feature length after all, there were still some amazing shots, awesome concepts, and some fantastic moments. I like that the killer wasn't masked. Masked killers are a huge cliche in the genre, so it was pretty awesome seeing him experiment with that from so early on. Argento conditions his audience by having this amazing eye shot, letting the audience know when the killer is around. It's so zoomed in and claustrophobic, and it's only on screen for a few frames, but it really gives a sense of paranoia and gets your heart rate racing. You'll also notice the architecture throughout the film. It's beautiful and definitely one of Argento's calling cards. I could just stare at his movies all day. They're just so pleasing to the eye. The best scene in the movie is the milk scene. I don't want to give too much away, but it oozes tension and is masterfully crafted. It's going to have you at the edge of your seat. Just wait. I also love the car chase scene. At one point, an elderly couple try to cross the road. Right as they are about to cross, a car zooms by, nearly hitting them. They try to cross the road again, just to have the chase car zoom by, almost knocking them over. Eventually, they just turn around and walk in the other direction. They literally give up and go home. The best part is that the film doesn't linger on it. It doesn't sit on it, and it doesn't wait for the audience to laugh. It's great. So, is The Cat of Nine Tails worth watching today? That's a hard one. It's a great movie, but in most cases, I would recommend Argento's Deep Red first. I think Deep Red has everything this movie has and so much more. However, if you want a really good mystery murder film that isn't too scary or gory, this film could be right up your alley. Honestly, it could be a good gateway film into the giallo genre or a gateway into Argento's work. It's from 1971, but feels a little bit more modern than that. It's what you would expect from an Argento film. It's well crafted and beautiful. What?
Aren't you going to end this in some kind of pun?
That? I don't do that anymore.
But you did it all last year.
Yeah, but I haven't been doing it this year, so.
It's like in your DNA. You can't just not make puns.
Yeah, no.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
Okay, you're clearly not getting this, so let's try a different language here. This is Sweden. Nine.
Come on.
No. That was Spanish.
Come on.
9. That's not really a pun. That's just part of the title. That's... Oh, God, this is perfect.
Perfect?
I just need to pause. You gotta be kidding me, right, meow. Okay, you are literally a formidable foe.
You can't stop now, can you?
Oh, this is a catastrophe.